Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Ocean's 8, and you don't have to worry because there are going to be no spoilers in the review, and it's going to be a quick one, so let's get to it. Okay, so my initial reaction leaving this film was, wow, that was really awesome. Because heist films are always really fun to watch, you know? And the cast, as I was expecting, was all amazing. They all looked so good. I loved every character. It was great. The only problem that I had with the movie in general was the fact that some of the stuff that happened, I just could not believe that they would get away with it. So, and obviously there's a suspension of disbelief when it comes to films and heist films and all of that, but sometimes stuff happened and I'm like, I know exactly how you would have gotten caught in that situation. Like, and I'm not going to specify which ones. There was one in the very beginning, and I was just thinking in my head, there's no way you would have been able to walk out of there without getting caught. So, I don't know. But, because there's alarms and all that fun stuff. But anyway, yeah, I think as a whole, I was looking forward to finding out how they could accomplish this without getting caught, and for the most part they did explain, and they broke it down really well, and there was a bunch of tricks that they threw in there that made it like really awesome and really fun to watch. But at the same time, there were some things that I just could not believe they got away with, especially knowing the security we have at things like the Met Ball and stuff like that. It's crazy. But so that was a big thing for me, and part of that is the screenwriting, but at the same time the writing was so good in other places. The jokes were amazing. Some of them were awkwardly irrelevant and kind of weaseled in there for comic relief, and they weren't even between main characters sometimes. There was a Tumblr joke, there was a weed joke, and they were like sprinkled in, and they weren't very relevant, but it was kind of fun to watch. But at the same time I was like, this is kind of unnecessary. But anyway, as far as the screenplay goes, it was very engaging. The dialogue was very exciting, and it was good. It was well written. There just were some things in the plot that were unbelievable. Yeah, so that was really my biggest and one of my only critiques of this movie. As a whole, I think it was a very well packaged and fun movie, and I think they did a good job of continuing the Ocean's franchise with this one. And they did explain why it was all women, and when they announced that it was going to be an all-woman thing, especially after Ghostbusters, I was not too sure about it, because that's never really a good idea, is to just take something that men do and replace it with all women for the heck of it. It doesn't really look good for women, which is annoying. Please, can we get better at that? But yeah, but this movie, I actually thought they did a very reasonable, it had a reasonable explanation, because, and this isn't really a spoiler, but Sandra Bullock does explain why it's all women that she recruits, and that's because women go more unnoticed than men do, which I actually really agree with. It's easier to see a man that's near the scene of a crime as a suspect than a woman, and all of that, and it makes a lot of sense. The only thing that I would say is that the Met Gala, women probably they bring more attention to themselves just because of the outfits and all that. It's like this big thing. But yeah, I don't know, as a whole, I thought that was well explained, and they definitely did not lessen the impact of Danny Ocean and all these other people. They reference them throughout the film. They don't ignore it. It's not a reboot, it's a continuation, and it has its own story, so I'm okay with the way they chose to do this. And then, yeah, I mean, on another note, I loved seeing behind the scenes of the Met Gala. That was really cool, like the actual dinner aspect of it. I've never actually been to the Metropolitan Museum of Fine Art. That's because I hardly get to go to New York because it's expensive and far. But yeah, so I really want to go, especially now after seeing the kind of artwork they have there. It was very cool. I love getting a glimpse into a different lifestyle and seeing the whole crime thing and how they do all that with the. It was so interesting, really, truly. And if you guys like heist films, then you probably love this movie. But yes, that's kind of how I would put it. That's how I would recommend it. I do recommend that you guys see this film. Do you need to see it in a theater? No. I saw it in IMAX because that was the only screen available that wasn't later than I needed the showing to be. As if you guys saw my trailer reactions from yesterday, you know I was very busy and I was going to review this movie last night, but I had a huge migraine the entire day and it did not get better watching a movie in IMAX. So I just went to bed. And I'm very busy today as well, but I am, you know, reviewing this movie for all of you because I actually really did enjoy it and I probably will watch it again. And maybe I'll even buy it and add it to our Oceans collection here. And yes, so I hope that you guys enjoy this movie. Let me know in the comments below if you watched it, if you thought it was good. I'd say for cast standouts, mine would probably be Cate Blanchett and Sandra Bullock, although Awkwafina, oh, Anne Hathaway did so well too. Helen Bonham Carter, Rihanna, Mindy Kaling, they all did very well. James Corden was like weirdly inserted in there, but anyway, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun cast. Everyone pulled their weight. Everyone did a good job. So overall, there were some problems with this movie in terms of just believability and specific aspects of the writing, but as a whole, it was enjoyable, and I can't, you know, they didn't distract from my movie-going experience too much. So I would give this movie a thumbs up, and I want to know what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comments below all of your opinions. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do a spoiler review for this movie. I don't really know if it calls for it. And I also have no time. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see more of my movie reviews, stuff like that, and give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.